Let's get an word from Shivani Gupta, who's tracking developments for us. Shivani, a huge boost for the BCCI.
A huge boost for BCCI indeed. This is something that gives the BCCI, even more control over what the ICC does, a greater say in world cricket. A few days ago, N. Srinivasan had defended this controversial revamp plan, which had come under criticism, not just from other members of the ICC, but also otherwise the cricketing fraternity, as something that divided the world and created elitism. But N. Srinivasan had said that, India does deserve a bigger part, a bigger share, and there is the fears of the other boards are unfound. The big story today, of course, as you mentioned, headlines today reported as early as 8 in the morning, that it is really the Cricket South Africa's vote which has been turned in favour of the big three, effectively making it a big four now, because we learned that CSA wants a permanent position for itself on the ICC board, as was earlier in the plan only for BCCI, ECB and Cricket Australia. They have also mentioned that they want more ICC events and possibly a World Cup as well, but they will, they will accept BCCI's position with a greater leadership role, in effect saying that BCCI will be the main, the country that will be controlling a lot of the stakes of the ICC. But it's a huge day for N. Srinivasan. Still a little bit of ambiguity as to whether South Africa will push for the fact that N. Srinivasan will have to quit his post as BCCI president if he takes over as the ICC chairman in June. That is something that we are waiting to hear on. Of course, the cricketing world is still reacting to this. It's a big development. Earlier as well, we had mentioned how Pakistan and Sri Lankan boards feel a little deserted. They abstained from voting and they could mull their options further on from here. Headlines today had also reported just a couple of days back that Sri Lankan Cricket Board had sent a letter rejecting the proposal to the ICC. In that, it had questioned the legal validity of this plan itself, and they could take these options further with the ICC, against the ICC and the BCCI as well. But overall, huge development for BCCI and Srinivasan Sivin.
Right, and Shivani, we're also reporting that Cricket South Africa drove a hard bargain. Reportedly, they've managed to get a permanent seat for themselves as well.
That is what they have asked for, and if they have voted in favour, then it seems that they will get what they have asked for. Of course, the exact formula of the revenue sharing model, that is something that CS had also questioned. How were these numbers arrived at? And they want a greater transparency as far as these numbers are concerned. And as far as the ICC release is concerned, it says that the model will be worked upon in the next few months. Till the ICC board forms that, the ICC board is formed in June, of which N. Srinivasan will be the chairman. But there will be some negotiations in that period. The last, we've not heard from this for sure, because we still have to wait as to what the Sri Lankan and the Pakistan boards will do. There's a lot of resentment otherwise in the cricketing world over BCCI, ECB,
right,
Cricket Australia, getting their way, and now South Africa joining hands with them.
All right, Shivani, stay on with us. We've been told that our consulting editor for the India Today Group, Burya Majumdar, is also with us live this afternoon. Burya, you were telling us about how crucial this is going to be for N. Srinivasan as well, somebody who's battling corruption charges back home.
Absolutely, this is very, very big. But what exactly will happen, Simi? You asked me this question earlier on in the day. I really don't know. I mean, because, the Mudgal Committee report on IPL corruption is supposed to be tabled on Monday. In fact, not supposed to be. I can tell you it will be tabled on Monday at the Supreme Court sometime in the afternoon. Now, what does that report entail for Mr. Srinivasan, for Chennai Super Kings, for Indian cricket, for the IPL, and for this anointment into the position of ICC chairman? We don't know, but it's a big day. It's a big day when the fundamental revamp of world cricket is underway. But it's also a big day because the ICC's claim that the last meeting, 28th of January, that everything was unanimous, that has fallen flat on its head. I mean, there's no chance. Sri Lanka cricket and Pakistan cricket have abstained. Now, 2 of 10 members actually means 20% of the ICC has abstained. South Africa clinched it for India, England and Australia at the very last moment by switching sides and by jumping over the fence. But what has South Africa got in return? We don't know. So still there are many, many things. I can tell you, I've been speaking to a lot of people in Pakistan and Sri Lanka. and they are telling me that there are two steps. One, arbitration within the ICC, and then the legal recourse. And both of these boards are considering that. So is it the end of story? We don't know. Several things still need to be ironed out. But the fact of the matter is, as far as the BCCI goes, BCCI has had its way in the sense they've got the 8 that they wanted. South Africa tried to do a deal. To what extent they've been successful, we really don't know. As for Mr. Srinivasan is concerned, you've got to wait and see what unfolds in the next 4 days.
Right. Boria, also, do we know, is it confirmed that N. Srinivasan will have to give up his position as the BCCI president if he takes over as the ICC chairman?
No, again, I mean, that's something that's shrouded in mystery. I've been asking that question to several people in Singapore, Shivani, over the last 3 hours, and no confirmation yet, because as far as the South African board's proposal goes, they made it very clear that anybody who is anointed to being the chairman of the ICC, i.e. in this case the first chairman, Mr. Srinivasan, he will have to give up the position in the BCCI. Now, if that's the case, then it's a different story. But is that the case? We don't know. Because in the press release, this is a very mundane press release. I mean, very bland press release which doesn't give too many answers at all. So to try and read between the lines is difficult. I can tell you I've spoken to Pakistan, spoken to Sri Lanka, spoken to South Africa, and nobody is clear. South African board members who are within that meeting, were in that meeting, they are too not clear. So over the next few days, I can tell you, you will see several detailed versions of this meeting coming out, and it will spill quite a few beads.
Well, right, and we'll lots of updates still awaited. Thanks so much, Shivani and Boria Majumdar, for taking us through these developments.